All right, everybody, what is up and welcome to my channel. My name is Kate Lightstone. I am an intuitive, a medium, and a starseed expert, helping you to navigate the energetically changing times on the planet. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you found this video, please know that you're in the right place. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow as a practitioner. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I do animal Reiki, and I also offer readings for people. I am going to try something a little bit different today because I write a ton of energetic and metaphysical articles online on medium.com and on Substack. And I understand that not everybody is a big reader and not everybody necessarily has the time to read or the capacity, or, you know, if you're neurodivergent like me, it might just not be the type of thing that works for you. So I wrote an article that is called 5 Tips for Energetically Chaotic Times, and it's coming out on Substack and Medium, on the 15th of November. And so if you're seeing this on the 15th of November, you're like right on time. And if you're seeing this after, then go check out the article on my blog if you'd like, or throw on a pair of headphones. Don't worry about looking at the screen and just listen to the update. Things have felt truly chaotic lately. I know this isn't news to anyone, really, but I figured I would make the announcement myself in case you were needing some validation. This time on the planet feels truly chaotic. In all of my years working on making something that comes naturally, spirituality, downloads from the Pleiadians, and the messages for the collective consciousness, into a business, something that does not come so naturally, never have I ever wanted to quit more than I wanted to in the past week. If it hadn't been for the beautiful clients that I happened to read for that week and the undying support of my beautiful partner, who knows, maybe I would have. Turning away from our mission seems like something that is oh so enticing right now as we find ourselves in the constant washing machine of energetics. And it is constant. I don't know how many times I can say this, and because I love y'all, I'll say this in every blog post forevermore until I die or stop writing, but I feel like dying will likely come first. You are not alone in this. This is a wild, wild time to be incarnated. And only those who have the most courageous hearts, rebellious spirits, and wildly optimistic perspectives, aka searching for hope in a shitstorm, were called down to be here during these times of great change. Well, congratulations. It looks like you're it. Because I've spent the last week madly looking externally for help, I've been looking to resources, to old teachers, mentors, and friends for some sense of anchoring during these deeply intense energetics. I figured I'd make a little list of advice of what's going on. Number 1, know the season. First of all, for all of us in the beautiful, ever-changing Northern Hemisphere, right now is deep fall, and it's Scorpio season. We're in November. This is a natural time of dying off. This is a natural time of dying off, when nature is shedding her final leaves of beauty and the ground is compressing into its frozen, dormant state for winter. This is not a time to expect yourself to feel shiny or bright and new. If things are feeling yucky, purgy, and like kind of sticky, you're right on track. It's been an easy reflection to see this with my love, who I'm now living with. He's actively hating the energy right now. And I found myself saying last night, yes, but how do you think the Scorpios feel? They all know how to work with this energy, and they have to spend their birthday month with everyone else complaining how much they hate this period in time. It's okay to feel gross at this time, but it's not okay to give up. Know that the energy is temporary and that Capricorn season and winter solstice will bring a type of inner light, shining, and inner warmth type energy that many of us haven't felt for a long time. Remember to take things day by day, and that this challenge will not stick with you forever. Number 2, get fucking grounded and figure out what that means to you. I know there is such a plethora of pseudo-spiritual advice and yoga tantric jargon these days about what to do and how to feel. But getting grounded is one that I endorse wholeheartedly. As sensitive beings on this dense, very physical planet, we can spend a lot of time in the higher realms, like in our heads, or we're living more in the metaphysical world without actually connecting back down to earth, as a sort of rebellion of our spirits against being here. Unfortunately, the only subject of suffering from that resistance is you. Getting grounded simply means having a willingness to connect with Mother Earth and the planet that you're currently living on. Getting grounded simply means having a willingness to connect with Mother Earth and the planet you're currently living on. It doesn't mean you need to get into the dirt of the energetics of what's going on down here, but it means that you need to connect with the things that make Earth what she is. So trees, rocks, soil, water. If you're someone who's never really felt a deep connection to nature or isn't sure how to use nature to allow your energy to shift, so if this used to be me, I would be able to go to the beach, but I would be stewing so much in my own emotions that I had a hard time letting go of the bad feelings. I've linked a practice in the description with trees. I recorded this 4 years ago at the beginning of my YouTube journey, so bear with me in the video. And I've got another good connection with trees below that one as well. I know things can feel sticky right now, but we do have resources to help ourselves navigate. And I know all the kids are saying it, but I'm going to say it too. Go outside and touch some grass. Number 3, forget everyone else in your life for 5 minutes. If you are a starseed, an empath, or a sensitive soul, you probably have some work to do on your boundaries. Even me, who is someone who has worked tirelessly on the subject and has read Haley Page McGee's Stop People Pleasing book, I'll link it in the description below, more than a few times, I still have trouble getting my priorities and my boundaries straight. In this current energetic climate, I am requesting that you do this one specific thing. For 5 minutes, you can set a timer if you like rules. Forget everyone in your damn life. Forget your parents, forget your partner, forget your spouse, forget your kids, forget your parents, your friend parents, forget your friends and your pets. Right now, it's just you and the earth. With that newfound headspace of, I have zero responsibilities other than to tend to my own self-garden, I want you to write down a list of things you need to thrive. Not survive, but actually thrive. What do you need? And you know what? I'm not even going to list my own priorities here because I don't want to influence your list making at all. So take 5, write stuff out, and then keep watching. Take a look at it when it's completed. Are those things unreasonable? My guess is probably not. But as servants of the universe and people who always tend to put others before ourselves, My guess is that the mess of a roadblock you've created between where you are now and the things that you want is pretty impressively complex. What would you need to do to just make yourself one step closer to those things on that list? Not fully in success, not I have arrived and we've made it, but just one step closer to what you want. Set the timer if you want for another 5 minutes, if you want to get a gold star during the bonus section, and write down one thing that you would need to do for each of these subjects on the list to get you closer to your thriving version of yourself. That's it. That is all. Number 4, nature is non-negotiable. I know I mentioned this earlier in the grounding section, but I'm going to put it here twice because I mean it doubly. Nature is non-negotiable. Nature is non-negotiable. As a starseed, empath, and sensitive soul, you must start connecting with nature more. If you're like me, chances are you're on the verge of working yourself into the ground with the belief of, if I just work harder, things will get easier. But it's not true, my friend. We are in the final countdown energetically of late stage capitalism. Playing the game harder is not going to serve you. The only way through is to rebel against that which is draining your energy. And the best way to rebel is to connect to that which gives us life. And what gives us life better than anything else on this planet? The life force of the planet herself, nature. If you need to, schedule it into your workday. Tell yourself, your boss, your dog, or whoever else you think needs to hear it, that you're going on a wellness walk to ideate on some of the topics from work. And then get the hell out of there and start walking and start breathing. Try it for a week. Tell me if it makes things worse. I guarantee you, and I promise it probably won't. Oh, I probably got the numbers wrong because I think this is number 4. Number 4, get the hell off your phone. I'm so sorry to put this one on here, but it seems absolutely and imperatively necessary to get off your phone. It doesn't matter how you do it, just figure out how to do it and stop. I genuinely don't care if you replace having your phone with a wicked caffeine addiction temporarily, or the energetics that are coming through. I read that wrong. I don't care if you replace having your phone with a wicked caffeine addiction temporarily, guilty. But the energetics that are coming through are the wild west of tech right now, and it's all making us feel batshit crazy. You're not as crazy as tech is making you feel. As someone who is rolling off the back of a concussion that basically had me potatoed for 2 weeks straight, and I'm now in sort of slow sloth mode, and been out of the water from surfing, which has been a challenge. Screen time, I have realized, could possibly be the thing that's making you more stressed out and less able to cope with the current energetics. Yes, sure, you need your phone for work, to contact loved ones, etc., but do you really need it as often or as much as you think that you do? Are you able to leave the house without it? If that suggestion feels unfathomable to you, it might be something you genuinely need to look at and consider getting support with. One day, hell, one afternoon a week without using your phone at your side all the time can do wonders for your health, for your emotions, for your intuition. Connect to what is real. Give your brain and your sensitive receptors a break. And maybe I put 6 things on the list. The next one on the list, start making stuff. This is one that I had been doing subconsciously, but I hadn't actually put succinctly into words until Struthless, who I will link in the description box, possibly one of my favorite creators on the internet, said it in his most recent video. The only way to process stuff that doesn't make sense, i.e. the time that we're living in, is through creative acts. The only way to process stuff that doesn't make sense is through creative acts. Basically, we're not going to understand necessarily or glean meaning from what's going on in the current energetic climate while we're in it. But we can make stuff about it. We can express. We can use the creative process to help better understand ourselves, to gain perspective on what our internal landscapes are doing, and feel like we're actually doing something about our feelings, right? We can make something about it. It's a deeply transformative process, and it is one that is absolutely necessary. Art and music are innately human processes. This is one that could potentially serve as the biggest solve for us during these transitionary times. It doesn't have to be good art. I truly, truly make crap art all the time. And most of the time I look at it and I go, oh, I hate that. But the fact of the matter is that I feel better for having made it. And you know what? 4 months later, looking back, I don't actually hate that piece so much. Sometimes I actually think it's pretty cool. And our last one on the list here is self-reflect, but not too much. This one cycles back to the whole like people pleasing and looking outside of ourselves bit. When times get tumultuous or energetically exciting, we as humans tend to get really good at examining the external factors of why things are a certain way. Things are hard because we don't have running water. I'm frustrated because I'm not exercising. I don't have as much turnout to my events because people are strapped for cash. These are some of my own thoughts that happen. Truthfully, when we reflect back on these moments, there's almost always a belief tied to the statement that helps us move to the other side. So we don't have running water becomes, I'm scared we're never going to have enough and things are never going to be okay. I'm frustrated because I'm not getting enough exercise becomes, I actually really struggle to slow down and to connect to the quieter parts of myself. I don't know how to stop. And my turnout is small, not enough people are coming to my events, becomes I'm actually still a little bit scared that people aren't going to benefit enough from what I'm offering, and so why should I bother offering it at all? These types of self-reflections are the literal medicine we can find in the sharpness of Scorpio season. But we don't want to self-reflect too much. It can get us caught in a nasty loop of looking so deeply into our own processes and forgetting that we're just supposed to be little humans bobbing around in this little world, sharing our light, our stories, and connecting with others. It's more about lay of the land. So I hope this little listy helped y'all with the current energetics. If you want to connect in community with me, I did start an online school. It's called Earth Haven. I was noticing that my Starseed clients and those who are in my dark feminine stuff really wanted to connect more with others. And so I started an online school. There's 3 tiers. One is called Wild Women, one is called the Dark Feminine, and one, the /Green Witch, and one is for Starseeds. They're all different levels. And there are moon circles, there are Starseed information classes, I have live readings, PDFs, and other sorts of things coming in. And if you are part of the school, you will get a discount on my programs when they come out. Inner Sanctuary, which is the body, freedom, trauma, resiliency, intuition course that I've been working my butt off about for the past 8 months is going to be ready soon. And so if you're already in Earth Haven, you will get a discount on that kind of thing. So I hope that that helped. Blessings to you all. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment. I do read every single comment that comes through, and I hope this helped everyone out. Blessings.